welcome. I am Kartkidchun, and you are looking at my automotive blog, Cars and Observations, and I thank you for this. This is the Friday night video blog special, and what I've got is a selection of news for you. I've also got a space to my face here where I can flash up images of cars that are in the news. My first bit of news for you is that Maserati are planning to make a new Quattroporte. It is at present unknown if it will get its own chassis or if it will be sharing the new Chrysler 300C chassis. Not forgetting, of course, that Fiat are now owned in part by Chrysler, and there'll be platform sharing basically. We do know that it will be styled internally by Fiat, which means no more Pininfarina styling. But it's okay because Fiat are planning an evolution of the current look of the Maserati Quattroporte, which means it's not going to look drastically different. It will just be probably a more modernised version of what it is now. English by my face size. There you go. It should look a little bit like that, really. The engines from this year's car, the new current car, will be carried over with some mild revisions. You're not quite sure what the revisions will be, but you can expect average changes, more power, this type of thing. Probably better economy too, since that's the way that car seems to be going. And the last bit of news on the Quattroporte is that it will get a new 8-speed ZF gearbox rather than the current manual 6-speed, which can be found in quite a few Maseratis at the moment. What does all this mean? Yeah, that's a very easy answer. The new Maserati Quattroporte will be truly epic. The current car is, after all, one of the most desirable four-door cars you can get, and I think that is a truly good thing. Other good news from Ford. Ford are planning to make 180 brake horsepower ST version of the current production line Fiesta, which is good because we've been waiting for one of these ever since it's been produced. The new car will get technology based on the Rally car, the new WRC car. Mercedes are planning to make a new black version of the C-Class. Well, actually, they haven't actually announced if it's going to be called the black, but it's pretty sure, or predicted at least, that it will be called the black because it's got the usual black features like massively flared wheel arches and ludicrous styling, stupidly low suspension, that type of thing. Should be quite a fun car. It'll probably be a bit like the CLK AMG Black, which is a truly wonderful car. It's one of my favourite cars actually at the moment. The Veyron Supersport, fastest car in the world, has no competition until now because Koenigsegg have released details of the new Agera R hypercar. Image to the right of hang on. Is it to the right? It's to the left of my face. Sorry, I got a bit confused there. By my right is going to be your left. It's to the left of my face, and it has 1,100 brake horsepower. Not as much as the Supersport Veyron, but hey, 1,100 isn't exactly minute, is it? And Koenigsegg say that it will do 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, which is very good. But they do not know how fast it will go once it's finished accelerating. So, anybody want to try that out? Hey, Koenigsegg, I'm here. I'll find out that for you. Just get me along enough straight and we'll find out how fast it goes. In my dreams. Audi have also got some news. They are going to be putting the Quattro concept into production. Of course, it's not going to be exactly as it is in the concept car. In all likelihood, it will just receive a more basic interior and some more road functional lights and things like this. But it means that the Quattro will be returning, and it is a legendary name, one of the most famous rally cars of all time. So it's good to know that Audi are making it again. Tata. Yeah, Tata, the makers of the cheapest new car in the world, are now putting their new Vista electric city car, into production. Thing is, for a company that makes the cheapest car in the world, isn't it a little bit steep that they're going to be charging £20,000 for it? Ooh, that's going to smart a bit. Yeah, I got a Tata, I just paid £20,000 for it. Yeah, I'm a happy man. No, you just got ripped off big time, son. A car I previously blogged about, the Pagani Huayra, that is how you pronounce it, by the way, I've found out since I blogged about it, is going to be getting a roadster version in 2014, which means the world would have ended 2 years ago, if the people who say that the world is going to end in 2012 are to be believed. Let's hope it doesn't, because the Pagani Huayra looks like it's going to be one of the most desirable cars of that year, and the roadster is just going to be, it's going to be epic. The current Pagani Zonda roadsters are epic, after all. Kia is going to make a Golf rival. Infiniti is going to start selling its cars in Australia. Good for them. Important news from Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi, apparently, there's a rumour going around that they were going to axe the current Evo WRC rally car style thing that they do. You know, the massive 300 brake horsepower. Whoa, that looks an angry car. They're not going to axe it, they are going to keep making it, and apparently there is going to be a new version of it when the new Evo comes along, which is a good thing, because a world without the Mitsubishi Evo will be, in all respects, very, very boring. Renault have announced that the Scenic will get a new Bose pack. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. This new pack will cost you £1,500, and for that you will get a new Bose sound system. You might think you're being a bit ripped off there, I do too, but as well as that, you will be getting some mild exterior revisions, like 17-inch black alloy wheels. Still not sure if it's worth £1,500 though. And finally, of course, the Toyota Prius V 7-seater hybrid car, its production has been delayed, and they're going to have to push back the release date due to the recent earthquake and tsunami in Japan, which is a bit of a shame, really. It's time to profile the Jaguar XKR with 500 brake horsepower supercharged V8 engine. First thing I can tell you is that this car absolutely flies. It really does. Of course, you should be expecting that, really. It does have 500 brake horsepower. Quite nice is the fact that it has a paddle shifter gearbox. Now doing about 141, and things still accelerating quite nicely up a small gradient at the Nürburgring circuit. Coming up to, I've forgotten what the name of this corner is, it's in German after all. Handling. This car is very well balanced, I have to say. On this particular game, this is one of the sweetest handling cars I've actually driven. One of the easiest cars to drift as well. Because of that fine balance, you get a very, quite a light in comparison to the front back end, which means that's quite easy to drift out of slow corners. It really is. It's quite startling, this, actually. I quite like throwing it into, there you go, 114 into that nice corner. Brake, into that one, plenty of speed, bit of a drift. Ooh, this thing is deadly impressive. Oh, it's impressive, I like this a lot. Of course it's a Jag, and this is one of the premium cars in the game. I should explain that, really. Gran Turismo 5 has some kind of system where it has about 800 standard cars and what it calls about 200 premiums. What that means is that as you progress through the game, you get premium cars have full damage modelling and interiors for you to enjoy. That's the basic difference. You can also turn the headlights onto full beam if you want to, which is a nice feature. And standard cars, basically, you can't drive from inside the car. The Jaguar XKR is the premium. It's one of the premium cars that you can get. Thankfully, the Jag is a premium car, which means you get to drive it from inside the thing, which is very good because it means you get to look at, yeah, because the interior modelling on this game is absolutely ecstatic. It's brilliant, really. There's no other word for it. It is fantastic. This game, I haven't even got a good TV really. I can't show you this in true. I can't see it in true HD quality, but I bet you if you got it in HD, this game is absolutely startling with its graphics. It really is. Which means also the exterior of the car is good because it means you get to see it in replays. And the Jag XKR, as we know, is a very, very good looking car. Flash up image to the left of my face right now. Is that to the left? Yeah, yeah. Flash it up there, please. Me, future me editing this, do that. If you don't, something bad will happen to you in the near future. How do you threaten yourself? I do not know. Anyway, that sounded a bit mad. Oops. Anyway, mind. Anyway, yeah, the Jag XKR on Gran Turismo 5 is a very good car. It's very well balanced, easy to drift, even with a steering wheel, which is notoriously difficult because it's got force feedback steering wheel, which means it does its own thing half the time, which makes it a lot harder to drift the cars. So the fact that you can actually drift the Jag XKR is a very good thing. It's very nice to know that you can. The car does go very fast, and it would do its 500 brake horsepower, so yeah, very quick. And the good thing about the game is that you never get branded as a typical Jag driver. You know, the type of guy that sort of says, "Oh, awfully sorry, there's been a bit of a misunderstanding with the tax man. You see, it's okay, it's just I filed the tax on the Jag just a little bit late, if you know what I mean. Just a bit of a misunderstanding, that's all." That type of man. You don't ever get branded as that in the game. Yeah. Verdict on the Jag XKR. If that meant absolutely nothing to you, I shall say 4 stars. Or should we just do this out of something out of 10? No, I've got a better idea. Let's do this out of 20. That's better. Let's do this out of 20. So out of 20, the Jag XKR here gets a good 16. 16 out of 20 is a good result. The reasons for this are it's not that fast. I thought it'd be a little bit quicker. It is easy to drift, but it's also easy to crash. You're seeing a very heavily edited version of this review. But overall, this Jag is a very, very good car. It should win you a lot of races. So, win you a lot more cash to buy more cars, so that's a good thing. So thank you for watching this little segment. So there you have it. There is a week's automotive news. And you've seen the video profile on the Jag XKR. And you have also seen the very first experimental Friday night special video blog. If this blog post turns out to be quite popular, shall we say about 20 views. If it gets about 20 views, then I'll be very happy, and I'll definitely take the time and effort to do it again. Maybe even make it a bit better. Maybe put in some like opening titles and some special effects, or well, not. How can I put special effects on a load of motoring news? Don't know. But yeah, maybe put together some opening titles or something like that, and have a car drift across your screen, and flash up Glenn Chun's Friday night blog thing. So if you get me 20 views, I will do that. I will get a car to drift across your computer screen.